Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. Police in Colorado Springs are praising the actions of at least 2 patrons at an LGBTQ nightclub as, quote, heroic. Last night, they confronted and fought with a gunman who entered the building and began firing. Before the violence came to an end, at least 5 people were killed, 25 others wounded. Police have identified the suspect as a 22-year-old man who is now in custody. Today, President Biden said in a statement, quote, places that are supposed to be safe spaces of acceptance and celebration should never be turned into places of terror and violence. Mr. Biden adding we cannot and must not tolerate hate. Leading us off tonight is CBS's Janet Shamlian in Colorado Springs. Good evening, Janet.
Jerika, good evening to you. This is a community in shock tonight. Club Q has long been a safe haven for members of the LGBTQ community to gather. That sense of security now shattered as the FBI and others investigate whether this was a crime motivated by hate.
North Academy Boulevard, Club Q. Active shooter, all units respond.
Witnesses describe a scene of sheer terror inside Club Q late Saturday night.
I heard shots, broken glass, bodies. It was, how? Why?
Michael Anderson, the club's bartender, saw unimaginable horror all around him.
The door from the dance floor to the patio is a glass door. All that glass had been shattered. It was all over the ground. And I saw someone I knew lying there in that broken glass, having been shot in the neck.
Police say the shooter came into the club just before midnight with 2 guns and opened fire.
We're still working to identify the firearms and who they belong to, but I can confirm that the suspect used a long rifle.
Matthew Haynes is one of the club's owners and raced to the scene of the tragedy.
Last night, one man went into our home and murdered 5 of our community.
On Facebook, the club posting, the tragedy could have been worse without the help of heroic customers who stopped the gunman. Detectives say the gunman is 22-year-old Anderson Lee Aldrich. Tonight, he's in custody, and investigators are looking into whether he has a record. Officials say it's too early to say whether it was a hate crime targeting members of the LGBTQ community.
Where are we supposed to go? How are we supposed to feel safe in our environment when it just got shot up?
The shooting comes more than 6 years after the attack at LGBTQ Pulse nightclub in Orlando, which killed 49 people, the nation's 2nd deadliest mass shooting.
Such a traumatic event, especially for those who did survive. Janet, give us a sense of what this club means to that community in Colorado Springs.
So, Jerika, as much as it is a club, people I spoke to today said it's also something of a community center. In fact, they had just advertised for today a brunch in recognition of Transgender Remembrance Day. That's a day that honors those who have died as a result of anti-transgender violence. So it really was a gathering place and is a gathering place for the community. Jerika.
Janet Shamlian in Colorado. Thank you.